Alright, what is going on, you guys? Quick video. I just wanted to talk about this argument of exclusives don't matter. I've been seeing that a lot lately. I've been seeing people talk up them third parties, saying it's all about third parties. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying third party games are not important, because obviously they are. But lately with the whole, Xbox One X coming out and Microsoft, just kind of dropping the ball when it comes to exclusives. I mean, even if you want to talk true exclusives, it's almost as if they don't even have any anymore because, they're going to PC. But let's just say console exclusives, right? They've either been losing studios, or they've been canceling games like Scalebound, or delaying games like Crackdown 3, or the games that are coming just don't really have that oomph, like that big time hit where it's going to be like the next Gears, or it's going to be the next, just face of Xbox. We don't really seem to be getting that. And so it's pretty obvious why the fanboys, or just the people who are downplaying exclusives and how important they are, it's obvious why they would run to the argument of, well, it's all about the third parties anyways, the casuals don't care about exclusives, the Xbox One X is going to run the third parties better, which is true, and that's all that really matters. That's kind of their, argument. So I wanted to make a video and speak on behalf of the people who actually really care about exclusives to tell you guys that not everybody feels that way. Not everybody just plays third parties. Not everybody dismisses good exclusives. And there are people out there who actually base their preference off of exclusives. They will go to a system just to play a certain exclusive. I'm here on behalf of all of those people. So let's get into it. Let me be real with you guys. I'm always real, but let me take it up a notch. Let's just talk right now. Gamer to gamer, okay? Last generation, I preferred the Xbox 360 for a few reasons. One, my family was all there, my friends were all there. I made friends on the system, so it kept me there and wanting to play with them, especially when it came to multiplayer games. When Call of Duty was at its best and we were playing Call of Duty all the time. Also, the online was just really setting the standard, and they did a lot of things right when it came to party chat, voice chat and all of that, game chat, messaging, Xbox Live, arcade, games, games like that where you could just, try out. There was demos. All of that was going on with the 360. I remember just constantly being informed about games through the system and all of that. So yeah, those were just a couple reasons that, I thought the Xbox 360 was really good. But what else did I really like about the Xbox 360? What game was on the 360 that I just couldn't resist? It was none other than Gears of War. When I first saw the first Gears of War, it blew my mind. When I saw the Berserker running around and you had that eeriness, that grittiness, that tension that scene had and that gameplay had, it was amazing. But I didn't get an Xbox 360 right away. I couldn't. So all I could do was really play on my uncle's system because he had the game, and it was amazing. It was some of the best gaming I ever had. And when Gears of War 2 came out, I couldn't wait anymore. I got all the money I could. I was working living check to check at the time. I was going through part-time jobs and stuff like that. It was a transition time for me. So thankfully my uncle was able to buy me the 360 and I paid him back. So that's kind of how it all went down. I couldn't wait anymore. I had to have Gears of War 2. So then it began. I was playing on the 360 and, like I said, making friends and playing with my family and all of that, and I had a blast, okay? So a couple years go by, a few years actually. What comes out to the PS3? The freaking Last of Us. And when I saw that game, I had to play it. It gave me that feeling like I had when I first saw Gears of War. I had to have it. And in order to play it, I had to play on the PS3. And thankfully my boyfriend at the time, which is now my husband, he had a PS3, he bought the game, and there I was playing the game. So here we are in the next generation where I'm constantly going where the games are. When Ori came to the Xbox One, even though it's on PC, I played it on the Xbox One. When Bloodborne showed up on the PS4, it damn near changed my life. But I played it on the PS4, right? When Neo, of course, comes to the PS4, I'm playing on the PS4. Do you sense a pattern here? Do you sense it that wherever the games are, that's where I go? Why is it so hard to believe that people do this? Or is it just that you do believe it, but you just don't want to admit it? You just want to downplay it. I think that's what it is. I think it's just people are downplaying the importance of exclusives. And not only that, I was thinking about this today. When it comes to exclusives, they really do give a face to a console or a system. They really give a personality to that system. You think about Nintendo, and you think Zelda, you think Mario, Metroid. That is the face of Nintendo. That is why you go to Nintendo systems, is to play those games. Same thing with Sony. You have God of War, you have The Last of Us, you have now, Bloodborne and games like that, Nioh. That becomes the face of Sony. And with Microsoft, you have, of course, Gears of War and Halo and all those games. But it's been a minute since we've really had that knockout to become the face of Xbox again, to really be the identity of Xbox. That's what we want. And see, people don't really understand that. They don't want to face that. They don't want to accept that we feel this way. It's like they can't wrap their head around it. All they can conclude is that we're hating and we're not giving it a chance and we're coming up with excuses, when really it's them who are coming up with the excuses. You know what I'm saying? So I almost ran out of breath there, but you get what I'm saying. Exclusives matter, okay? They may not matter to everyone. You're right. We could all agree that casuals who just play Madden or they just play Call of Duty, they don't care about exclusives. We all know that. Nobody's arguing that. The argument is that exclusives do matter, and they really do. I'm a prime example of that. Like I said, when Ori and the Blind Forest came out, I went to the Xbox One and played it. When Rise of the Tomb Raider came out first on Xbox One, I played it on the Xbox One. It is how it is, you guys. When games come to these systems, and you can get them nowhere else, you're going to go to that system to play it. If you're a gamer and if you truly want a diverse library and you want to play a bunch of games, of course. But that's what I am. So it gets tiresome. I really get tired of that whole argument about exclusives not mattering. I mean, just because it doesn't to certain people doesn't mean they don't matter overall. It's just wrong. It's false. So yeah, that's pretty much my video, you guys. Let me know what you think about this topic. How do you feel about exclusives? How do you feel about people saying they don't matter just to push their own agenda or just to make themselves feel better about a certain console or something like that? It's kind of the same when people say third party don't matter and things like that. It's always what they don't have, they're going to say it doesn't matter. And then what they do have, they're going to say it really matters, especially when it comes to 4K and HDR and things like that. And it goes everywhere. It goes both ways. If you're not really talking about the games and your major concern is just, putting down what others have or what you don't have and downplaying that, it gets to the point where it's not even about the games anymore. It's just about, what can you do for your brand? What lies can you come up with to push your brand as if you work for it, and you don't. That's the thing. In the end, it's all about the games for me. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.